That's your name is right. Hello and welcome to the Halloween Extravaganza 2, and we're going to be talking to Dale Dickinson now from Are You Haunted? We're going to be talking about the subjects of R.A.F Binbrook and also Season 3. I don't know if Dale's going to disclose anything, but we'll see how he goes. Might be nothing, we'll see there. But so, folks, if you'd like to contact us, go to our website, www.ghostera.net, go to the contact page, fill in the blanks. If you have a private message, just put in brackets private message. You can also go to our website and go to the red button, the Ghost Era channel, and you catch up on past shows there. Dale, how you doing, bro?
I'm great. Thank you very much. It's great to be back, and thank you for having me.
No, Arne, it's wonderful to have you back there as well there, and happy Halloween. This is the night before Halloween. So, what I was going to say that since we last talked there, what has happened? How have all the team coping since about March? I think it was March. No, it must have been about June last year.
Yeah, well, obviously because of COVID, it's been so up in the air. We've not been able to do too much, unfortunately. It's held us back loads, sadly. But we're getting back to it now. We've managed to do a few recording sessions, managed to record a few episodes. So yeah, it's good. We're all good. It's nice to get back out there and doing what we love.
Yeah. And as I suppose, I don't know, I suppose, you know, with the COVID and all that, it's all changed there. But there's one particular place that we're going to talk about now is R.A.F Binbrook there. And I think it was the end of season 2, was it?
It was, yeah, season 2, episode 10. That was filmed literally just after really the end of the COVID restrictions. So that was the first thing we did after all these restrictions ended, which was and what a place to go to go back to start with. Absolutely phenomenal place.
Can you tell us a bit about the place? Because they said there's not much. I remember I was watching it there, and I think Jane was saying there, like, there's not much history. Like, you know, it's a historic place there, but there's not much history to it. Obviously, is it because of the secrecy?
It's not. Yeah. I don't know, but no, there isn't much history to it, to be honest. It is what it is. It's R.A.F Binbrook. It's a Royal Air Force base that was used up until, let's say, recently, to be honest. And what a fantastic place it is. But because of that, there isn't much history to be for the place. So we went in there not knowing much, really. Right. And it didn't let us down. Definitely not. It was absolutely phenomenal. And if you've not already watched the episode, I do recommend get on there and watch it. Series 2, episode 10. It was a phenomenal night. One of the best we've had, to be honest, and it did not disappoint at all.
I think because there's supposed to be there's supposed to be a lot of physical. There's supposed to be shadow people. There's supposed to be evil entities there, and people being apparently got hurt as well. Can you tell us that? Has it changed? Like, is it like from it was an RAF base? What is it? What is it now? Is it a community site or something?
I think so. Yeah. It still looks like an RAF base, though. You get on site, you've got the hangars that are still there. You've got a proportion of the runway there, derelict planes, military fire engines and all that. So from someone that's never been there before, you could quite easily tell it was a military base. So it's not transformed dramatically. It's not as if any of the hangars have been knocked down and it's all community centres or anything like that. It's not like that at all. But yeah, it's got its uses nowadays.
It's a
but you still know it's massive. It's an absolutely massive place. Yeah, both the grounds and the buildings are absolutely huge.
And as I mentioned, I suppose because I was watching the show, and I won't give too much away there. The episode, sorry, from R.A.F Binbrook, and you mentioned your uncle as well that fought in the war there.
Yeah, my great uncle was a flight sergeant. He was a pilot in World War II. And until I got there, I didn't realise that Lancasters were based at R.A.F Binbrook for a time. My great uncle flew a Lancaster and was sadly shot down and killed over France. So when we got to R.A.F Binbrook and I realised that Lancaster was there, it did not affect me, but it had an influence, let's say, on me. That could my great uncle have flown from here? I don't know. So it did hold kind of a special feeling to me. It was unusual because you don't go to many locations where you have, let's say, a personal connection to them, to be honest. So to go to somewhere like that and potentially have a personal connection to it was quite special, to be honest.
Yeah, it's interesting, as you said, like there's a personal connection. I suppose when you do go to these places, like if you go to your grandmother's house and you do be investigated, or you feel that presence there and she's no longer there, you get that personal feeling. And although it does feel like she's passed away or something like that, you do feel like that essence there. And I suppose, I know it's tragic, but then I suppose there's the feeling of so much proudness of what he did as well, you know.
Definitely, yeah.
Can you tell us what was the? You got well, probably something that I will mention there is probably you got a growl in the face.
yeah, it's the only way I can describe it. The only way I can describe it. It sounds like someone's stomach rumbling. Is the best way I can describe it, and it was literally right in my face, to the right hand side of my face, within inches. I felt the breath of air on the side of my face at the same time as hearing this, as I say, growl. There was nothing there. There's nothing there. I was holding the camera, so unfortunately the camera wasn't pointing at me to see if there was anything there. You can see by the episode the shock of me reacting. I almost dropped the camera, trying to hand it to Jane for her to film, because I was in so much shock because this had just happened. It was surreal. It was really weird.
I remember Ben, like, he was watching it, and Phil. I don't know if Phil was, but I know Ben was. I think Phil was zoning out. But Ben mentioned, you mentioned that something's happened to Dale there. He's really got something's really happened there. Like,
well, where they were on the hub was literally the next room to the theatre. And to be honest, the walls were quite thin. You could hear through the door, so you could hear what was going off. We could hear at points them two talking, Phil and Ben, and obviously they could hear me and Jane talking. So when I reacted to what happened, I was obviously quite loud. I was quite shocked. So they obviously heard the commotion, and as you say, Ben said something's happening to Dale, but obviously they didn't know because they weren't watching me live. They could see on the CCTV camera I was doing something, but obviously the CCTV camera doesn't have sound, so they couldn't hear clearly what I was saying. They just knew there was some sort of commotion. So it was,
that makes it even more interesting. I mean, it makes it more like, oh shit, what's happening? Like,
well, that's it, exactly. So when we went through back to the hub, we went through to the hub virtually straight away to report it, and it was virtually the end of the vigil, to be honest, when that happened, end of the first vigil. So me and Jane went back through to the hub, and then Sarah and Jane came downstairs from where they were. So everyone was really surprised as to what happened. I think more so because things normally happen to Jane and not myself. So I think that was a lot of the surprise. But yeah, it was a really weird instance, to be honest. I can't explain it. I can't.
I think it's happened to me probably a couple of times, but one place that I do remember it happened there, and it does like, whoa. It's like I've heard it twice in the one place. It was like the first time you're thinking, oh right, okay, it might be something else, and then when you hear it again, it's like, oh, it's like, that's
yeah.
But you know,
that's it. This is the first time I'd heard it, and I didn't hear it again. But it was just so clear to me, and as I say, I felt the breath on my face. I felt a breath of wind, or whatever it was on my face, as well as this growl, groan, whatever you want to call it. And as I say, I can't say it was anything normal, anything fathomable.
Nothing in the environment there, or it wasn't Jane, or you know,
we were in the middle of the room. It's not as if we were right next to a window or anything like that. We were in the middle of the room with nobody else in there. So that for that to happen was, as I say, surreal. It was unexplainable, to be honest.
And can you tell us more about what? Because there was, I won't give too much away, but there was accents caught in recordings. Is it true?
Yeah, we use audio recorders, Zoom H5 and H6 audio recorders, and we have them set up all around the building to try and cover as much area as possible. To pick up other things that we don't necessarily pick up on camera. So we're walking around with the cameras and we're filming with picking up what we're saying and what we're hearing. But the Zooms will possibly, obviously, pick something else up. And lo and behold, they did. There was an instance where Phil and Wayne were in a room. They heard a bang. And it sounded like a bang. Phil said it sounded possibly like a gunshot, but then you hear the Zoom recording back at the same time, and it sounds even clearer. It sounds just like a gunshot, which is phenomenal. To say we're on an R.A.F base, to hear a gunshot it blows your mind, to be honest. And the voices as well. I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, we picked up some clear voices again on the Zoom audio recorders. A Scottish accent, we think, and an American accent.
Yeah, American,
The American one was a clear speech, 4 or 5, 6 words long, maybe. So and you could hear it clear as day. But there was nothing there that would have caused that. There was natural. There was no players playing any music or anything like that. None of us said anything. None of us put any voices on or played any audio recordings.
True. Yeah.
It came from nowhere. We don't know where it came from, but it was clear as day on the Zoom recorder. As I say, watch the episode and you'll see what I mean. You've got to watch it right to the end. We play the audio after the summary, but you've got to have a listen and you'll see what I mean. You'll hear what I mean. Your mind will be blown.
I was listening to it myself there, and it's I won't say too much there, but it was I was like, whoa, there's something different there. You know, you can tell by the twang in the tongue, the accents there. There's something different there. So we're just going to move on to the next subject now. So we're going to try and dish the dirt or get
okay.
But we're going to talk about season 3 of Are You Haunted there. And, first of all, from season 1 to now, has there been any changes to the format of the investigations? I know with COVID things might have had to change. Is that correct?
Just in the terms of that was a forced change. We'd filmed prior to COVID a number of episodes, but then we always come together afterwards at a different point to summarize on things. With COVID, we had to stop that, so we had to use Skype video recording or Teams, anything like that, and do it like that, which was, as I say, it was a forced change. It's not something we wanted to do, but we had to do it. We wanted to keep the episodes going, and that was the only way we could do it. It wasn't ideal. It's not the same as being together in the same room, bouncing off each other, because that's what we do. We bounce off each other. We're 6 friends that get on so well, and we bounce off each other. So when you're not in the same room, very much like this, it's not the same as being face to face and being able to discuss what happened. But in terms of the normal episode format, it hasn't changed much, really. We've developed what we've done. We've obviously we've got more experience as we've come on. If you look back at the first episode of season 1, it's totally different to what you'd expect now. At the end of season 2, beginning of season 3, we've not, as I say, we've not really changed anything. We've just got better at it, let's say. I think that's the best way to describe it. We've not brought any new equipment in or anything like that. We've got more equipment. We've got more cameras, more night vision cameras. We've got a night vision. I'm not sure I say this. We've got a night vision body cam. I don't know if I should say this.
That's the one thing I was going to ask, because in the next question I was going to ask about, is there any equipment changer? And I suppose since season 1, as you said, the body cams there, I noticed them there, and it's the cool accessory to the investigations there. Like,
so we've got a night vision body cam which we used first time recording for season 3. I'm not going to tell you where it was. I'm not going to tell you how it went or anything like that. That'd be very naughty. Yeah, exactly. So, but it's things like that we have developed. We're not using anything that beyond our means, kind of thing. The thing with Are You Haunted is we use our own sensors, and we only use, with that, video cameras and audio recorders. We don't use any spirit divination or anything like that, or table tipping, Ouija boards, anything like that. We've not done any of that. We're not going to do any of that. So in terms of that, that's not changed. Nothing's changed.
And before I'm going to show a bit of what I'm going to show is a bit of video of the season 2 trailer there. Before I'm going to stick that on, what's your thoughts on other paranormal shows there that are happening around at the moment?
I don't watch them, to be honest. I don't really watch them. You hear a lot about them. Some they're all totally different. Everyone has their own way of investigating. Some will use equipment, some won't. Some will go about it a different way. Some ways I don't agree with, some I do. I really can't comment on others, to be honest. One reason, as I say, I haven't really watched any. I've watched snippets, don't get me wrong, of course we have. As I say, everyone has their own way of investigating. We do it our way, and we're happy with the way we do it.
And you're still on Amazon Prime, is that correct there? And
yeah, things have changed slightly. We're still on YouTube. We're on Amazon Prime on a subscription basis. Amazon have changed the way they broadcast things, unfortunately. So if you want to watch our episodes on Amazon Prime now, you have to pay for them. But what you're paying for is a great episode, obviously.
True,
But the great thing is now is we're on Pluto TV as well. So you can get that on your smartphone, you can get it on your smart TV, you get it on the internet, probably on games consoles. So that is the way to go. Pluto TV. We're on demand on there. You can watch all our episodes on Pluto TV.
Perfect. Because, as I suppose, like, I know it was like the TV shows I see now, there's not actually much on TV, on terrestrial TV, like satellite, because Discovery Plus have taken over. I don't actually hear what is coming out from Discovery Plus. But I don't usually watch, as you said yourself, you got a family life. And
that's it, exactly.
I'm going to see if there's any more dish to dirt. Just what is any of the group team members, have they changed their opinions? Any of the team members, apart from yourself, there, have they got braver, or have got more tuned in, or they swear?
I wouldn't. No, No. Well, we're having to force ourselves again. This thing with Pluto TV, they're obviously it's a TV show. They don't like swearing because it's on demand. It goes out any time of the day. So they have to bleep it all out. So we're trying to force ourselves not to swear so much, which in those circumstances is difficult. When something happens, you do react. It's a natural, it's a natural reaction. You, oh shit, or whatever. It is a natural reaction, so it is difficult. But yeah, we're trying to reduce the amount of swearing, but we haven't really changed anything, to be honest. We are who we are. Me, I've got a bit more scared, to be honest.
Oh, right. Okay.
I've experienced a few things. Obviously, at R.A.F Binbrook, at Thorn Workhouse in season 1 was quite a hair-raising experience. And at Tutbury Castle for last year's Halloween special, I saw something that shocked me, and it really did shock me. That. So I'm not saying I'm scared, no, but I do get shocked, and I do have a bit more, what's the word, trepidation going into places, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know if you're going to get a growl in the face or you're going to see someone walking in front of you. So there is a bit more trepidation there, I think.
I suppose
I still enjoy it.
Yeah, as you say that, you use it, you're more, you the way you investigate, you can relax in the situation. You got the recording stuff, you got the ears with the audio and the eyes and the ears with the record and visual equipment there. But you can tune in yourself there, and I suppose you'll feel more stuff there as well. And apart from that, you're talking from a person that goes on Scarefest at Alton Towers. I'd be shit scared of that.
Yeah, I'm going there tomorrow. I'm there on Halloween. Me and the family are going to Scarefest at Alton Towers tomorrow.
Oh wow!
On Halloween.
Oh man, that's gonna be. And that's
so I'm looking forward to that. Sorry,
is that a place that can be investigated? Alton Towers.
It has been done before. I think people still do investigate there. The incarnation before Are You Haunted was the ghost hunting company, and we as a team and with the public investigated at Alton Towers quite a few years back. Though sadly, it's not one place I've been. I'd love to go there and investigate. It's not something we've got planned. It's not the kind of location we would film at for Are You Haunted. No. So maybe in the future I might go there myself. You never know.
Any places, anyway, I'm going to go and show. This is the trailer for number 2 there. So if you haven't seen Are You Haunted, you must do check it out there. This is the trailer for season 2, and this is Dale, Phil, Ben, Sarah, and Jane, and this is it here. That was the trailer for season 2 of Are You Haunted there. So you got any plans? So I'm not going to ask anything more about season 3 there, but I'd like just to say thank you, Dale, there, and hopefully if there's anything else for season 3 coming up there, or before it comes out, you're more than welcome to come on the show, you and the guys there. As well, you got anything apart from Are You Haunted? Got anything planned for Halloween night
no, unfortunately not. Because of COVID, we just couldn't get together in time to film something. So sadly, we haven't been able to do a Halloween special this year, which is such a shame because last year's Tutbury Castle episode for Halloween went down a storm. It was a brilliant 2 nights that we filmed there, and it turned out to be an absolutely phenomenal episode. So it's a shame we haven't been able to do anything this year for Halloween. Hopefully, we'll come back bigger and better next year and be able to do something. But at least we are filming season 3. That's as much as I can tell you. But at least we are filming. We're well into filming season 3 now. We are looking for more venues. So if you do know of any venues, more so in the UK. I know. I'd love to come over to Ireland. I really would.
But yeah,
unfortunately, we're self-funded. So coming over to Ireland, it's going to be a bit expensive. But if anybody does know of if anybody's listening and knows of any locations in the UK or in mainland Britain that could be worthwhile filming at, let us know. Get in touch with us. And we'll have a look at it and see if we can get filming there. Definitely, because we do need those venues for season 3 and ongoing for the future.
If ever, I know it might be out, but in the future, you never know. There's loads of places and loads of teams here that would be willing to know any location, or myself will pass you on to somewhere local there, that a team or people that would totally host you there as well. And
that'd be brilliant.
I got shut out the back for you there.
That'll do. No, we'd love to go over to Ireland. We'd love to travel the world, to be honest. There's so many places around the world, the States. There's so many places over there that we'd love to do. If ever we won the lottery, we'd be straight over there. And Ireland is such a phenomenal country for its history. We'd love to get over there as well and investigate over where you are.
Definitely, you're more than welcome, Darryl, and say hello to Phil and Sarah and Ben and Jane and Wayne, and I love to you, and happy Halloween. And
happy Halloween.
Have a great. Have some scares tomorrow night there.
Yes, hopefully.
So if you want to follow, you can follow Are You Haunted there. They've got where you can follow you up on YouTube, is it? And Pluto TV, is it?
Yeah, YouTube, Amazon Prime, Pluto TV.
Okay. Right. Perfect. Suddenly the videos come off there, Del, but I can hear you press. You're the voice in my head. No. So stay tuned, folks. We have more interviews coming up now. This is Halloween Extravaganza 2, and thank you, Dale, and see you soon. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.